you're asking me how much I've bought, how much I've sold, but then you're going to follow it up with you sell 2 a month. Wrong approach.
It was just yeah, never heard somebody do like, at least,
Crazy.
since we've done this
No, and it's
call.
all good.
Plus it was just
I
the
like
tone. I was like,
I
hey,
like it.
okay.
You attract more flies with honey than you do with vinegar is a great saying. And so in this case, be the freaking honey. Whether you're the realtor phoning the calls like this, or you're the person like an investor like ourselves that's making these calls, you got to be nice to everybody. So even though I disagree with the guy heavily and I refuse to do business with him. Welcome to Agent Outreach Live. My name is Ryan Zolan. I have an amazing co-host, Landry Morby, and our goal is to give you, again, the raw, uncut, unfiltered version of Agent Outreach. And if you don't know what Agent Outreach is, it's an acquisition strategy specific to real estate investing, one that ideally doesn't cost too much money. You could text, you could call, email, attach a letter to a pigeon and send it on its way over to another realtor. The point is you are outreaching to realtors. So Agent Outreach Live is to give you some of the conversations behind the scenes of what exactly goes on, what my intention is, and how I'm talking to realtors.
So I'm excited to jump into today's show. I actually have multiple markets pulled for you in Texas. And I thought we do have something really cool that just came out recently that all of you guys that are submitting offers on the MLS and connecting with real estate agents might really be excited about. It's been really cool because when I do, if any of you guys aren't familiar with me, I'm the community manager for Batch Service, and I teach all of these things just in a lot more detail. And this is within my Batch Leads account. If you guys aren't familiar with it, then we'll get you a link later on in today's episode. But let's just say that we go to the market of Tampa, Florida, and choose our strategy. So let's go with on market. And in your all filters, they also added FSBOs. Those have been cool too. But you guys have in the MLS status section filter a keyword search now. So if you're familiar with using it like in Zillow or something like that, you guys can tell the system like, hey, I'm looking for these listings that have in the description written by the agent, things like cash offer only or fixer-upper type deal. So this has been really cool. You guys can do phrases and single words, just separate it with a comma, and I'll give you guys an idea as well. But what are your thoughts on something like this, Ryan? And like what words are,
motivated, so cool. As is, invest. Those are probably my 3 keywords that I love the most. My favorite right now in this current market, July 2024, realtors like to call a reduction an improvement. So price improvement is a very, very good one for anybody that's basically saying, without saying, my seller is motivated.
I love that. Okay, let's see if I can type in here. So you guys can do as many as you want. Those are really good ones. I haven't thought that's a good one right there, price improvement. So you guys could come in here, of course, and do still things like if it's been sitting on the market for, minimum of 60 days type deal or listed at a certain price or whatever. But even just using stuff like this, let's see if we can find one. And looking at our results, you guys will start to be able to see that within the description of those properties, which has been really cool. Let's check this one out. Because in Batch Leads, you guys have a ton of data, and looking at the MLS, there's a ton of different reasons why you guys could use this. You could use it to connect directly to the agent in here. So this is a really good one that just got pulled up before even looking at the photos and spending all of your time. I mean, we spent 7 seconds typing in a couple words, and then you guys can find things like fixer upper alert, calling all investors, like hitting all of these different keywords is so cool.
That one has every keyword possible, Landry.
Literally. Handyman special, TLC, cash or hard money. The coolest part is that the agent's information is right there. So you have all the info from knowing how long it's been owned, who the owner is. Sometimes in here, I guess with FSBOs, like sometimes they'll even have like their straight up phone number in there, which is really cool. So don't forget about all of this information that you just have right there within your system. Or if you guys are trying it out and you just didn't know all of the things that were accessible there, I think it's so cool because it ties into that agent outreach section that we're going to talk to you guys about today. And you can build your database after submitting an offer. Even if it doesn't work out with this property, with this agent, there could be other opportunities down the line and you have their direct phone number. Okay, here. So the 4 that I pulled for you today is Houston, Fort Worth, I did Dallas and San Antonio. So
Okay. So the major cities in Texas, which market should we call?
I always see personally DFW and San Antonio. I don't know. I think we should mix it up just like we've done in the past with
Let's
something
start with
different.
let's give Mitchell just a little bit of flowers because he was the first person to comment. Let's call a little bit of DFW, and then after I get a
Okay.
good conversation rolling, let's do either Houston or yeah, let's go Houston after that.
Perfect. Okay, that sounds good to me.
Let's do it. We're calling Kimberly.
Hello.
Hi, is this Kimberly?
Yes.
Hey Kimberly, I'm trying to find an agent out in like the Dallas Fort Worth area. I'm in Arizona. I'm trying to find something virtually.
Oh, what are you looking for?
I'm trying to find like an investment property, but I don't want to like waste anyone's time. I'm open to submitting an offer on something that's already listed, or if there's something that was off market. I'm not sure exactly where to start. So I just looked up a list of realtors and you were the first one on there.
So what kind of investment property? The kind of rent?
I have rentals in Arizona. So, I mean, if the numbers make sense, I'm not opposed to keeping it as a rental. With where the rates are, I'd need a pretty substantial discount. So what I think would make more sense to be able to purchase something that works on everyone's side is probably more fix and flip at the moment.
I have not found very many wholesale type properties. And I'm sorry, I'm not one of the agents that actually does cold calling for that kind of stuff.
Sure.
I currently don't have any off-market properties that would work for a flip.
Okay.
I currently only have 2 properties in Arlington for sale. One is already on the market. The other one is coming soon and won't be on the market till next week or the week after.
Okay.
One of them is at 429 and it's 2,200 square feet. It's already been completely redone because I redid it myself.
Okay.
It was an estate sale. So I have it.
She mentioned the keyword, well, estate's a whole other conversation, but she mentioned wholesale, and then she's also mentioned she's a buyer. So those are two key things that I made a note of.
The property I have is going to be listed at 360, and it's 2,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2-story, 2-car garage, and it's newer. It's built in 2003. But the one that I have that's built in 1980 that I just remodeled is actually newer than that one because it's all new. New floors, new bathrooms, new tile, new baseboards, new doors, new doorknobs. I mean, it's new lighting fixtures, new ceilings, freshly painted outside.
Okay.
New garage door.
And you said you remodeled those?
The one I remodeled myself and I have it for sale. My husband and I bought it. It was an estate sale.
I got you.
I fell upon it. I don't go out searching for them. It was an accident. My daughter is a real estate agent as well in that area, and she was trying to get the listing, and they were only selling it through the
estate. Yep.
Yeah. So that's how I bought it last year in August.
No, that makes complete sense to me. And I obviously want to be respectful that I don't want to waste anyone's time, and I don't want you to cold call or anything like that. I guess what I'm trying to do, what I've done in the past with a couple of agents that I've worked with in Arizona is that I don't mind getting set up on a search. I would just ask that if like we could go through it together so I kind of get more familiar of what the market looks like, being that I'm not there locally. I'm trying to go and expand into a couple different markets, given just with how tight everything is out here, that if I could find a way to get a deal in another market, I'd be open to it. So I don't plan to be like an inconvenience. I just want to be a resource. So if you do come across something, then I could be a phone call, but also too, I'm not wanting to waste anyone's time or, even on my end, put a follow-up and check in with you on a couple months. Like that's not, I'm trying to find someone that we could work with and do a few deals together every year.
But if you want to text me your information and what you're actually looking for and what you would like to spend.
Yep. Well, what I'm going to do is I'll send you over a text right now of my information. And then if you could text me that address, I'll take a look at it as soon as I can. And then I'll get back to you within the next like 30, 45 minutes.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I've got nothing bad to say. She's a really, really sweet lady. Now, again, key notes that I wrote down. So if you're looking to see what I would have written down in that conversation, wholesale price was a comment she made, referring to discounted properties steep enough to where it makes sense for an investor to purchase. The second thing she said is that she works with a lot of other investors and that she flipped a house herself, meaning she's a buyer. So she referenced the word wholesale. She's referenced that she's flipped homes herself, and she gave me an address all on one call. You want the name of the game? I just did it. Like do that 20 times in a day and you'll make money. Like that's exactly what this comes down to. This is a really good question. Our landscape is changing very quick in real estate. for wholesaling regulations, and then obviously with the real estate associations and commissions. When you work with a realtor, do you sign a buyer broker agreement with them for on-market deals? You sign a buyer broker agreement with them, yes, but it could be specific to the deals that they bring you, meaning it might have to be a one-time buyer broker for 123 Main Street. The next one is buyer broker for 234 Main Street, 456, and so on. With that said, there is a lot of change to where even the word commission is not going to be used anymore. It's going to be referred to as compensation. Starting August 1st in Arizona, August 17th across the country, you will have different forms that are going to be required where you are going to specifically be hiring the realtors you work with and discussing the compensation plan and how that's going to look for the transactions you're looking to do with them.
Wow.
So we are going to guarantee our realtors around 1%. If they bring me a deal within 30 days or less, I'll give them 2.5%. And then if they could bring me something on my first phone call with them, as long as it pencils out, I'll happily give them 3% on the deal. So I'm offering in a tier system. And then from there, depending on how the landscape looks with brokerages, I'm going to have to see how that goes the first couple of months of change. I'm going to be willing to sign multiple compensation agreements. It's just a matter of what exactly that form looks like and what the brokerage requirement is for the agents that I'm working with. What else we got? Should we call that other market? Houston?
Yeah, I think so.
Hi, this is Tim.
Hey, what's up, Tim? My name is Ryan. I'm based in Arizona, but I'm trying to find an agent out in Houston. I got your number on a list that I just pulled. Are you licensed out there?
Yeah, residential or commercial?
Residential.
I don't do any residential. I can give you a referral though.
I would definitely appreciate that. Could you text it over? I'm not in front of anything. I could write down a number right now.
What part of Houston are you looking to do something in?
I don't know exact specifics. I've got some family out there. And I'm, like I said, based in Arizona, and I'm opening up a different market to start fixing and flipping and then possibly buying a couple of rentals, and didn't really know where to start. So figured I'd just call a couple of realtors.
Okay. So like, what do you mean? Like you're trying to,
We fix and flip in Arizona. I don't want to like discourage, but the lower offers and we get it under contract and then we turn around and sell it and make some money. Nothing too crazy other than the market's gotten tight with interest rates and then just with the prices out here. So I'm trying to go into markets where it's similar, like let's just say activity, but not as competitive with the price.
okay. So I'll tell you what, I'll text you my contact info and
Cool.
then send back yours. I'm out in the middle of a field doing an internet down thing at my RV park.
Cool.
So I'll send you my info, bounce me back yours, or send me an email, and I'll put you in touch with somebody tonight.
I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
All right, bye.
You call a seller, you think you're getting that conversation? No. I just got a really, really cool guy on the phone. He says he has an RV park, which that's a whole other conversation. And by the way, when he texts me, I will respond back saying, hey, did I hear you right that you said you were at an RV park? Do you buy these? It's like this game is so crazy. Like all you have to do is just tell the world what you want, and it doesn't always do that, but all right.
But still, pretty cool.
It wasn't a no, and it wasn't getting cussed out.
No.
Hello, this is Corey.
Hey, what's up, Corey? My name is Ryan. I was trying to find an agent that's licensed out in Texas.
Sure. How can I help you, Ryan?
I'm based in Arizona, and I'm doing some flips and stuff out here, and I've got a few rentals, but we decided to expand out to some different markets, and I've got some family in Texas and Houston, but then also just kind of scattered across, and I'm trying to cross my T's, dot my I's, and make sure I got everything in order. And the only piece I'm really missing right now is a realtor that could help me with some guidance.
What are you wanting from me, Ryan?
Making sure that I'm not buying the wrong property. If I want another set of eyes just to make sure that like the property that I'm comping actually looks right, then we can work together. And then obviously any kind of representation, I would love for you to help me out. If that's buying properties, if that's us selling the properties that we flip, if that's me referring you traditional clients that are interested in the properties that we sell, but they don't buy the one that we have. There's a few different ways we can work together. It's what I've done across a few different states in the country, but Texas is just one of those that I haven't really gone into yet.
What's the name of your LLC, Ryan?
34 Holdings LLC. I'm happy to send over a bunch of addresses of properties we flipped or whatever it is that you need to qualify me.
How long have you been doing this?
8 years, 6 months, 23 days, 6 minutes. I'm just kidding. I don't know, like 8 years.
How many properties?
Bought and sold over 60 million. I am a licensed realtor that sold a couple hundred million. Our goal isn't to waste anyone's time here. It's to just try to find people that we could work with.
Sure. We do about 2 or 3 a month. And so that's what I was asking. We do all kinds of properties. So we do tax liens, foreclosures, pre-foreclosures, lots of referrals at this point.
Mm-hmm.
We made like 150,000 last month alone just on buying.
Don't ever be this realtor.
So
Don't be this
I
realtor.
come across properties all the time. I'm an investor as well. So I would not find one you want to partner with only because, I mean, we could definitely be friends and, you know, encourage each other. However, anything that we come across, man, we have our own capital funds and everything and our own syndicate. So that's the only reason I was asking. I've been getting a ton of these calls. I don't know why. Some guy called me from like Virginia the other day. So
Really?
I was like, yeah, I mean, so I don't know if like y'all are the same company. Same
No,
group of investors.
I'm the owner of my company. So I'm like a smaller boutique guy. That's why
Sure.
I'm making the calls
We all
myself.
are.
Yeah.
We all are. Yeah, man. I mean, I would partner with you on deals. We do whole.
There we go. He's finally back on reality. Here we are.
One day, I just started doing this about 2 years ago.
150,000.
My 1-year goal this year is 10,000 residual. In 5 years, I want to be at 50,000 residual. Also, we flip, but I don't really care for flipping so much. But we are because I got caught up in it, and now I'm flipping houses. But my goal is not to flip. So my goal is to eventually build up to where I can 1031 into something really massive and leverage it through people.
Cool.
Yeah,
well, I'm definitely interested more about like the partnering up. What I've done with other people is I don't mind being like a money partner. I don't mind being a guy that could, obviously I'm not there, so I don't know about hands-on stuff, but I'm more than happy to show you kind of how we've done stuff and how we run our flips. And then if there's anything I can be of value with, I'm not opposed to any kind of collaboration or joint venture. The reason I'm doing this right now is to get more opportunities and make more money just like everyone.
Gotcha. Man, you're more than welcome to shoot me an email. I'm sitting in piano lessons with my daughter, so
cool.
But
yeah,
shoot me an email
I'll definitely do that. Can you send me over your email over text? Is this this
yeah,
your
I'll
cell?
shoot you a text.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll shoot you a text.
Awesome. I'll send you over some information, and then I mean, it's not like professional or anything. It's just me typing up what I'm talking about here. But
are you a hard money lender as well?
I'm not like a licensed hard money lender, but I do a lot of private lending where we'll like raise capital with some people.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll shoot you my email, and then feel free to connect with me.
Thanks.
Thanks, Ryan. Bye.
And so why I'm happy that happened was because for everyone that's like, oh my gosh, Ryan, I don't sound good on the phones. I don't have all these accolades. I don't know what I'm doing. And this is my very first call I've ever made. You can answer every question beautifully, and there's still a dumbass on the other side of the phone. So don't be that person. With all due respect to that guy, you don't ever talk to a client like that. How much have you done this, and this? Bro, you're not even working right now. Like, chill out. You're trying to qualify me, and then you're going to say we do the same thing. That's not collaboration. And then you're going to be like, let's partner on deals. He's either a newer investor or he's one that's full of himself. Neither one that I want to work with. So in the position I'm in my business, I'm not emailing him. I asked him to send me his email just to inconvenience him for an extra 20 seconds. I don't encourage that kind of stuff, but also too, I would have very much, if I wasn't on a live call here, hung up on him and had a few probably choice words with him. I just don't believe in that kind of behavior. And you're asking me how much I've bought, how much I've sold, but then you're going to follow it up with you sell 2 a month. Wrong approach.
It was just, never heard somebody do like, at least, since we've done this call. Plus, it was just I was like, hey,
I like it. You attract more flies with honey than you do with vinegar is a great saying. And so in this case, be the freaking honey. Whether you're the realtor phoning the calls like this, or you're the person like an investor like ourselves that's making these calls, you got to be nice to everybody. So even though I disagreed with the guy heavily and I refused to do business with him, I asked for his email. I was respectful. I was open to what he was going to say about the collaboration. He got himself back on the right track, but he was very snarky, and it was just like cute. I don't know what he was trying to prove there, but it was not well received. So that is. That's one way to end the show. We started off on an amazing call. You end it with an asshole.
Good to see that. Yeah, no, that's the great thing though about these shows though. It's the transparency. These aren't, put together or pre-planned list. just random list from wherever that I usually pull the day of, just because it's so easy. But yeah, that
Well,
was
and also too, remember
consideration.
what's going on here, Landry. This is a list we pull of people that have 2 active listings. I don't want to say there's a difference when you have 1 active listing to 2, but most realtors only do 1 listing at a time. So when you have 2 active listings or 3, 4, however many more it is, I don't like defending this behavior or mentality, but there is a lot of times you work with realtors or you come across realtors that think that having a real estate license and selling a couple homes makes them better than others, or that they have a skill set that the general public doesn't have. The reality is the realtors that I find that are the most successful usually could just talk to more people than others. That's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing sexy about it. They just have more conversations, which leads to more pitches, which leads to more opportunities and conversions. So with that said, just remember, make everybody aware of what your value is in the conversation. Be clear of what your intent is. Don't play games. Don't waste anyone's time, especially your own. And from there, I mean, this is just a numbers game. You have enough conversations, you'll have some that are good, just like the one we started with. And then obviously you'll come across some that are not so great, where even the one that ended, it wasn't bad. It wasn't like he was mad at me. I was more mad at him than he was with me. He was just trying to school me. So cool. Landry, any closing thoughts?
No, I guess just really, I hope that you guys will come back. Once again, we do this every single month. And I hope that if there's anybody that's here that is going to try it out for the first time, comes back and shares how it goes. And, you guys just keep coming to the show, asking questions, trying out the new keyword thing and letting us know how that goes for you guys too. We're just excited about these things, and we want to make all of the systems that you guys are using, within Batch to make your lives easier, so you're not overwhelmed. And yeah, so I just hope that everybody finds success in the tools that we kind of share here, and that they get out there and take the action.
Hopefully you guys found some value in today's show, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.